Electric cars pros and cons, how they compare to gas-powered vehicles. Know the benefits and drawbacks of all types of electrified cars. From mild hybrids to range-extended EVs, we've got you covered. Welcome back to Automotive Class, the ultimate destination for all your automotive insights. Today, we're diving into the future of mobility as we explore the electrifying world of electric cars. Electric cars have taken the automotive industry by storm, promising a cleaner, greener future. But are they all they're cracked up to be? Let's find out. Hey there, car enthusiasts. I'm Sarah, your friendly automotive guide. In this video, we're going to dissect the pros and cons of electric cars and see how they stack up against their gas-powered counterparts. But before we do that, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our automotive adventures. Electric cars, with their instant torque, whisper-quiet engines, and eco-friendly credentials, seem like a dream come true. But do they have any shortcomings hiding under their sleek exteriors? Stick around to find out. Just 10 years ago, many car buyers, industry analysts, and even established automotive brands were scoffing at electric cars. However, in 2022, electric vehicles, EVs, already made up 14% of global passenger vehicle sales. Although many countries only include plug-in electric cars, battery electric vehicles (BEVs), and plug-in hybrid electric vehicles (PHEVs) when reporting their EV sales figures. There are several types of electric vehicles based on technological applications. Due to the increasing awareness and regulatory protocols related to EVs, alternative energy sources, and carbon emissions, many car brands have explored and are continuing to explore vehicle electrification technologies to make their models more marketable, regulation compliant, or both. So what are these electrified vehicles, and what are the pros and cons of electric cars compared to vehicles with internal combustion engines, ICE? If you're one of the many people trying to decide about making the big switch to electric cars, this is a great video for you. What are the different types of electric vehicles? Electric vehicles are commonly classified based on their degree of electrification and energy sources. Here are 7 major types of electric cars that we have seen on the road for the past decade. Micro-hybrid EV. With a reinforced starter motor and a 12-volt battery, micro-hybrids offer the engine start-stop feature. Micro-hybrid batteries are recharged by the ICE, or through a regenerative braking system. A mild hybrid EV, MHEV, uses a drivetrain integrated electric motor and a larger hybrid battery, usually 48 volts, to provide a modest boost during acceleration. Mild hybrids have higher energy recuperation and power capacities compared to micro-hybrids. Full or standard hybrid electric vehicle, HEV, uses a complete electric drivetrain with a more powerful motor and a larger battery, usually 100 volts 200 volts, to allow for a dedicated EV mode. The plug-in hybrid, PHEV, is similar to a full hybrid, but has a more robust electric drivetrain, and can plug into external power sources, e.g. electricity grid. Many PHEVs can run on pure electric power for about 25 to 50 miles, with some able to go 70 miles. Battery electric vehicle, BEV, has no ICE, and runs purely on electric motors drawing power from a traction battery pack. BEVs recharge mainly from the electricity grid and regenerative braking, but some models have bidirectional EV to EV charging capabilities. Range Extended Electric Vehicle, REV, is primarily a BEV that uses an auxiliary power unit, APU, to recharge the traction battery and extend the driving range. Range extenders can come as small engines, fuel cells, or solar panels. Hydrogen Fuel Cell Electric Vehicle, HFCEV, uses fuel cells that transform hydrogen chemical energy into electrical energy, which is then stored in a small traction battery pack that powers the motors. The HFCEV operation's byproduct is pure water. Main pros and cons of different types of EVs. Compared to pure petroleum-powered vehicles, electric cars offer varying degrees of fuel savings, emissions reduction, and power boost. However, depending on the level of hybridization, electrification, as well as technological novelty, electric cars generally cost more, require certain changes in driving lifestyle, take longer to top up, and have a limited driving range compared to most ICE vehicles. There are several more EV pros and cons specific to the different types of electric cars, and these will be discussed in the following sections. What are the pros and cons of mild hybrid vehicles? Amid the rising EV acceptance and the long-standing hybrid car popularity, automakers have resorted to a relatively inexpensive electrification solution: mild hybrid technology. Last 2022, an estimated 1.1 million MHEVs were sold globally. Although this sales figure's accuracy may be blurred by some automakers' confusing branding of their models. Many car buyers may be driving mild hybrids today even without their knowledge. Mild hybrid pros. What are the advantages of a mild hybrid? Extra power. Today's MHEVs have drivetrain integrated electric motors that provide extra power to the wheels during acceleration from a full stop as well as during overtaking scenarios. Energy recuperation. MHEVs use regenerative braking to regain some energy used during vehicle deceleration. This energy, which otherwise bleeds off as heat in ICE vehicles, is used to recharge the MHEV's 48-volt battery pack. Fuel savings and lower emissions. Mild hybrid technology can temporarily stop the ICE and use the 48-volt battery to power the vehicle systems. Similar fueling lifestyle. MHEVs top up fuel at traditional gas stations and do not have to be plugged into an electrical energy source. MHEVs offer slightly better performance and up to 10% better fuel savings compared to purely gas-powered cars. Mild hybrid cons. Is there any point to a mild hybrid? Slightly higher price. Mild hybrids are a little more expensive. Slightly higher maintenance expenses. More moving parts mean higher maintenance and repair costs. Unnerving driving experience. The start-stop engine feature and the torque assistance may be unnerving for some drivers, especially poorly designed MHEVs. Although mild hybrid technology provides some additional propulsion power, MHEVs don't have a dedicated EV mode. Best mild hybrid examples: BMW e-Boost, Honda Integrated Motor Assist, Hyundai MHEV, Jeep SUVs e-Torque System, Ram Trucks e-Torque System, Suzuki Smart Hybrid Vehicle by Suzuki, SHVS, Volvo MHEV. Pros and cons of a hybrid car. Hybrid cars entered the mainstream market in 1997 with the launch of the Toyota Prius. Although hybrid technology was first relegated to small, fuel-sipping city cars, today's HEVs already boast high power outputs for both on-road and off-road applications. An estimated 2.2 million full hybrid cars rolled out of dealerships globally last 2022. Full hybrid pros. What are the advantages of a hybrid vehicle? Excellent gas mileage. Some full hybrid vehicles can reach over 50 mpg. Dedicated EV mode. Full hybrid electric vehicles have an EV mode that can propel the car for several hundred meters on pure electricity. Lower emissions. HEVs reduce greenhouse gas (GHG) emissions by roughly the same rate as their fuel savings. More power. Many full hybrid vehicles today offer more power than their gas-only counterparts. Similar fueling process. HEVs fill up their tanks at traditional gas stations and do not have to be plugged into an electrical energy source. Full hybrid cons. What are the disadvantages of a hybrid car? Higher price. Full hybrid vehicles are often a few $1,000s more expensive than their ICE counterparts. Higher upkeep. Hybrid powertrain parts, on top of the ICE components, lead to higher maintenance and repair costs. More weight. Due to the traction battery pack and motors, HEVs are often significantly heavier than their ICE counterparts. This leads to longer braking distances and sometimes poorer handling. Safety. High-voltage battery packs present safety issues both during maintenance and usage. Lithium-ion battery fires are very hard to put out. Best hybrid electric vehicle examples: Toyota Prius, Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, Toyota Tacoma iForce Max, Honda CR versus Hybrid, Ford Escape Hybrid. What are the advantages and disadvantages of a plug-in hybrid? Plug-in hybrids offer a great middle ground between hybrid cars and fully electric vehicles. PHEVs can run purely on electricity for up to 70 miles, more than enough for the American driver's average daily driving distance of 37 miles. For drivers who have range anxieties, PHEVs are a great solution because they can also run exclusively on gas-powered engines. Globally, roughly 2.9 million plug-in hybrid vehicles were sold last 2022. Plug-in hybrid pros. What is the main advantage of a plug-in hybrid? Plug-in hybrid vehicles have all the advantages of HEVs, plus longer EV range. Depending on the driving range and driving habits, PHEVs can be zero-emission vehicles for up to 70 miles. Flexibility. PHEVs can drive for extended periods on either pure EV or pure combustion engine mode. Better fuel economy. PHEVs can reach an EPA estimated fuel economy rating of 100 mpg or more. Federal tax credit eligibility. Some PHEVs with battery packs of at least 7 kWh still qualify for federal tax credits. Plug-in hybrid cons. What are the disadvantages of a plug-in hybrid? PHEVs have the same basic disadvantages as HEVs, but these drawbacks are more pronounced because of the bigger and more complex electric powertrain. Higher price. PHEVs are more expensive than full hybrid vehicles. More weight. PHEVs are heavier than similarly sized HEVs. Less interior space. Plug-in hybrid components, especially the batteries, reduce passenger and cargo space. Higher maintenance and repair costs. Safety. Bigger batteries mean more energy storage and higher voltage, therefore increasing electrocution and EV fire concerns. Improper usage. As PHEVs still have engines, many PHEV owners don't plug in their vehicles regularly, thus foregoing all the fuel economy and emissions advantages. Best plug-in hybrid examples: Kia Niro PHEV, Ford Escape PHEV, Toyota RAV4 Prime, Lexus NX 450h Plus PHEV. What are the pros and cons of battery electric cars? Comprising roughly 73% of all EV sales in 2022, battery electric vehicles are the most popular EVs today. BEVs are zero-emission vehicles that do not have combustion engines and are purely reliant on high-voltage traction batteries and electric motors for propulsion. Battery electric vehicle pros. What are the advantages of battery electric cars? Lower lifetime emissions. With no combustion engines to speak of, BEVs produce 60–68% lower lifetime emissions, including vehicle and battery production, compared to similarly sized ICE cars. Lower maintenance cost. Because BEVs only use electric motors, there are much fewer moving parts to maintain and repair. Lower fuel costs. As of August 2022, all EV models require less than $1,000 a year for battery charging costs. Conventional ICE vehicles need $2,000 to $7,000 for annual fuel costs. Instantaneous torque. BEVs offer instant torque and acceleration, allowing even entry-level models to outstrip many ICE-based sports cars. Less noise and vibrations. Electric propulsion produces much less noise and vibrations compared to combustion engines. Federal tax credit eligibility. Many BEVs qualify for federal tax credits. Battery electric vehicle cons. What are the problems with battery electric vehicles? High price. As of June 2023, new EVs cost an average of $53,428. Roughly $8,000 higher than non-luxury vehicles, $45,291 average. Shorter driving range. As of 2023, BEVs have an average driving range of only 291 miles. Insufficient charging facilities. This will improve continuously in the coming years. Long charging times. Americans spend an average of 2 minutes to refuel, but the fastest Level 3 charging stations today still need roughly 30 minutes to get EVs from 10% to 80% state of charge, SOC. More weight. BEVs are heavier than similarly sized ICE vehicles. Safety. Bigger batteries mean more energy storage and higher voltage, therefore increasing electrocution and EV fire concerns. Temperature sensitivity. Today's BEVs have reduced range, power, and charging capabilities when used in areas with extreme climates, both cold and hot. Best battery EV examples: Tesla Model Y, Hyundai Kona Electric, Ford F-150 Lightning, Chevrolet Bolt EUV, Toyota BZ4X. Pros and cons of range-extended electric vehicles, REEVs. Range-extended electric vehicles are essentially BEVs that can use a small combustion engine, a fuel cell system, or even solar panels to recharge their traction batteries and therefore add driving range. REEVs commonly have a modest driving range of roughly 50 to 100 miles, but this can increase to almost double using the range extender. Some people refer to REEVs as the opposite of mild hybrid EVs. The Mazda MX-30e REV is an example of a range-extended EV. Range-extended electric vehicle, REEV. Pros. What are the advantages of range-extended electric vehicles? While in pure EV mode, REEVs offer almost the same benefits as BEVs. Longer electric range compared to PHEVs. Low emissions. REEVs can run as a zero-emissions vehicle. Weight. REEVs usually don't have big traction batteries, thus making them lighter, easier to stop, and more maneuverable than many fully electric BEVs. Range-extended electric vehicle, REEV. Cons. What are the problems with range-extended electric vehicles? The disadvantages of REEVs become evident, ironically, when their unique range-extending capabilities kick in. Limited all-electric range compared to BEVs. Unattractive fuel economy, when the range extender engine activates. Some REEVs like the BMW i3 can get only 31 mpg combined. Range extended electric vehicle examples. BMW i3 Rex, Vauxhall Impera e-Rev, Mazda MX-30, Chevrolet Bolt Reeve. What are the pros and cons of hydrogen fuel cell cars? Many people think of hydrogen fuel cell electric vehicles as completely different from BEVs. However, HFC EVs still use traction batteries, although in smaller packs. The electrical energy from the chemical reaction in the fuel cells gets stored in the traction battery first, before it can be used by the electric propulsion motors. Hydrogen fuel cell pros. What are the advantages of hydrogen fuel cell electric vehicles? Fast refueling time. Hydrogen fuel cell cars can top up almost as fast as normal gas-powered cars can. Comparable range. HFC EVs can have 300 to 400 miles of driving range, comparable to many BEVs today. Zero GHG emissions. Hydrogen fuel cell operation releases only pure water as a byproduct. Potentially more environment-friendly, when hydrogen is produced using the cleanest methods. HFC EVs can have a smaller carbon footprint compared to BEVs that use toxic substances in traction batteries. Better cold weather performance. HFC EVs operate better in cold or hot climates compared to BEVs. Hydrogen fuel cell cons. What are the problems with hydrogen fuel cell cars? Less powerful. Today's production BEVs generally provide better torque and acceleration than production HFC EVs can, although this can change eventually. Limited refueling stations. As of 2023, there are only 59 hydrogen refueling stations in the US, mostly in California. Safety. Compressed hydrogen gas in production plants, refueling stations, and vehicle tanks can be explosive. High production cost. Clean hydrogen production processes, e.g. renewable energy-powered electrolysis, are expensive. Due to cost limitations, over 99% of today's commercial hydrogen volume is still dirty. Best hydrogen fuel cell car examples. Toyota Mirai, Hyundai Nexo, Honda Clarity. And there you have it, folks. We've journeyed through the world of electric cars, uncovering their impressive advantages and the few bumps in the road. But remember, the automotive landscape is constantly evolving, and your choice between electric and gas-powered vehicles should reflect your unique needs and values. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow car enthusiasts. And if you're hungry for more automotive knowledge, check out our other videos on automotive class. From car reviews to maintenance tips and industry insights, we've got you covered. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, remember to keep your engines running and your tires spinning safely. This is Sarah from Automotive Class, signing off. Drive smart, drive safe, and hit that subscribe button to stay in the driver's seat when it comes to automotive knowledge. See you soon.